What's up, combatants? Today we're going to take a look at Johnny Cage's long list of movies he's acted in, as we take a dive into the Hollywood star's filmography.
Doesn't Outworld have actors?
Pretending is a child's pastime.
And a noble profession.
But before we do, if you'd like to learn more about Mortal Kombat lore and story, then head on over to my channel, MK Temple, subscribe and click the bell to get notifications every time a new video posts. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Mortal Kombat's movie star turned hero Johnny Cage has had his fair share of acting roles in the Mortal Kombat universe. But aside from Ninja Mime, the games don't really go much into detail as to what movies Johnny Cage has acted in. For this, we'll have to do some digging into the game's extras and merchandise in order to uncover Johnny Cage's true filmography.
What? Massive Strike? Citizen Cage? Ninja Mime? None of those ring a bell?
In his Mortal Kombat 1 biography, it claims that Cage is the star of Dragon Fist, its sequel Dragon Fist 2, and the award-winning movie Sudden Violence. In one of the old Game & Watch MK games, there's a quote on the back of one of the cards from Johnny saying, "Hey kids, look for me in Son of Dragon Fist," so we can only assume he completed the trilogy. Then we get to the official MK1 prequel comic, in which Johnny and his manager are discussing the filming of his upcoming movie, Iron Claw. From his Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2 ending, we learn that Cage went on to make both movies Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2. Even though most of these early MK endings were what-if endings or only semi-canon, we learn that these are in fact canon, as Cage is still making Mortal Kombat movies when we get to the Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance timeline of the story. However, in the movies, Johnny is depicted as the hero of Earthrealm and not Liu Kang, because, you know, that ego of his.
I'd frame that.
In the MK4 prequel comic, Johnny asks Sonya to be his castmate in his upcoming movie Massive Strike, a story of two special agents who fall in love. Sonya respectfully declined. Then in his MK4 ending, we see him at an award ceremony accepting an award for presumably his comeback movie. More on this in a little bit. Side note, Johnny Cage died during the events of Mortal Kombat 3 and was resurrected by Raiden before the events of Mortal Kombat 4. We can assume his acting career was probably on hold. With the release of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, we learned of a bunch of previously unmentioned Johnny Cage movies. His bio and story arc for the game mentions that he was in production hell for Mortal Kombat: The Death of Johnny Cage, which saw his character dying and being revived again and again. It was also a chance for the MK writing team to poke fun at themselves for Johnny's story arc.
Page 62, Johnny Cage dies? Is someone high?
Then the game's Conquest mode gave us a gold mine of Johnny Cage movies. There was 1998's 24 Karate Gold, in which Cage played a Secret Service agent. Conquest mode also gave us the first mention of his most notorious movie, Ninja Mime. It was Johnny's first movie. It also flopped in the US but was a big hit in France, and it's safe to say this one became a real cult classic. In the new timeline, we actually see movie posters for Ninja Mime with the tagline, "He's silent, but deadly." And in the MKX comics, it was revealed that he won a Blueberry Award for Ninja Mime for Best Actor. This is obviously a play on the Razzies Awards for Worst Actor. Also from MKDA Conquest, we learned that Johnny Cage was in the Oscar award-winning film Hoa! Cage played the villain opposite martial arts superstar Channy Jack. Could this be the movie that Johnny Cage won his award in that we see in his MK4 ending? I mean, it would make the most sense, seeing as his only other award-winning movie that we know of was Sudden Violence and came out prior to MK1. Johnny also starred in the 1989 classic Exiting the Dragon of Death, and was the star of a TV series Wushu, in which he played a martial arts cowboy named Jesse Wong in search of inner peace. In his movie Who's That?, Johnny Cage played a lone security guard in a department store. There was one scene where he used his runner-up combo to deal with some punk teenagers. And in 1991, Cage was in an episode of Celebrity Smash TV. He used his force ball to defeat Mutoid Man and win the game. He donated all of his winnings to charity. What a guy. Deadly Alliance also treated us to a Cage pack of presumably direct-to-video VHS Johnny Cage movies. This was an unlockable from the crypt and included the movies The Gist of My Fist, Cage Match, Aquatic Assault, and Seven Poisons. And finally, in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance's ending, it was revealed that the studio scrapped MK The Death of Johnny Cage, and instead went on to make, you guessed it, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which became his most successful movie to date. The movie was actually confirmed canon in his Mortal Kombat Deception bio card, so this was most likely released after the events of Deception, but before Armageddon. Mocap was also seen doing the motion capture for the special effects of the movie. And finally, rounding out Johnny Cage's movies in the original timeline, we see a poster in Mortal Kombat Armageddon for Caged Rage. The new timeline didn't give us that much info into Cage's filmography. In Johnny's Mortal Kombat 9 buyout, it states that he starred in the movies Dragon Fist, Time Smashers, and Citizen Cage. He also had an in-game trailer for Fight Dirty, but I don't know if this was actually a true Johnny Cage movie. Looks more like a Mortal Kombat Johnny Cage documentary if you ask me.
And most of all, in order to win, he's willing to fight dirty.
Then after Mortal Kombat 9, Johnny's story arc took a big turn as he matured, started a relationship with Sonya, became a father, and joined the Special Forces. The games still allude to him acting though. His movie Tommy Scissorfist was brought up in a promotional video for MKX by one of the game's technical artists, and one of MKX's challenge tellers mentioned that Cage didn't want to miss the premiere of his latest movie, Broken Nose Mountain. And during Mortal Kombat 11, we can see Cage trying to convince some of the other fighters to join the cast of his future movies.
The answer remains no.
But you'd be co-starring with yours truly.
Exactly.
So there you have it, the filmography of Johnny Cage from both timelines. If I missed anything, be sure to leave a comment in the video, and if you like learning more about Mortal Kombat lore and story, head on over to my channel MK Temple and shoot me a subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.
Cut. Reset.
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action. Cut.
Who hired this guy? What the fuck?
Deadly uppercut, take 19.
Fatality. Johnny Cage wins.